July 18, 1918. In a small village called Maveso, a child is born to the Madiba clan of the Xhosa people. His name is Roli Lala Mandela, a name that means troublemaker. Few could have imagined how true that name would one day become. Father, Nkosi Mandela. He carries the blood of chiefs. His path will be heavy. Mother, Nankapai. May he lead our people with wisdom. But destiny strikes early. At the age of 12, young Mandela loses his father. Orphaned, he is entrusted to Chief Jongintaba Dalindiebo, regent of the Thembu people. In the royal household, Mandela learns about justice, leadership, and the burden of responsibility. At school in Kunu, his teacher gives him a new name, Nelson, a colonial custom stripping African children of their birth names. But this name will one day echo around the globe. Teacher Miss Mdingan. From today, you are Nelson. Young Mandela, hesitant, Nelson. From Clarkberry Boarding Institute to Hilltown College, Mandela's mind sharpens. At Fort Hare University, he tastes politics for the first time, joining a student protest and earning expulsion, a sign of the defiance to come. Fleeing an arranged marriage, Mandela runs away to Johannesburg. He works as a night watchman, studies law, and witnesses apartheid's cruelty in the city's mines and streets. By 1942, Mandela joins the African National Congress. In 1944, he co-founds the ANC Youth League, demanding a more radical approach to freedom. That same year, he marries Evelyn Mace, starting a family even as his political family grows larger. Mandela at a Youth League meeting. We must rise. Not tomorrow, not next year now. The chains of apartheid cannot be ignored. In 1952, Mandela helps launch the Defiance Campaign, urging mass resistance against unjust laws. Arrests follow. He is sentenced under the Suppression of Communism Act, but prison does not silence him, it steels him. Together, Mandela and Tambo open South Africa's first black law firm, defending those who cannot defend themselves. Hope spreads, but so does repression. March 21st, 1960, Sharpeville. Police open fire on peaceful protesters. 69 are killed. The world is horrified. The ANC is banned. South Africa descends into darkness. Mandela. We have tried peace. We have tried petitions. Now we are left with no choice but to resist by force. Mandela goes underground. He helps form Umkhonto weSizwe, Spear of the Nation, the armed wing of the ANC. He trains in Africa and travels abroad to gather support. But in 1962, he is captured and sentenced to 5 years. In 1964, he faces the Rivonia trial, accused of sabotage and treason. The sentence, life imprisonment. Nelson Mandela disappears behind bars. For 27 years, Mandela is confined to a tiny cell. He misses his mother's funeral, his son's funeral. His daughters grow up without him. The world outside moves on, but Mandela remains captive. Mandela. They can take my freedom, but they cannot take my dignity. I will not hate, I will not break. From behind bars, Mandela becomes a symbol of resistance. Around the world, millions chant his name. Free Nelson Mandela. His image, though unseen for decades, becomes a beacon of hope. In 1985, he rejects an offer of conditional release. He will not renounce the struggle. In 1990, after relentless global pressure, the apartheid government finally gives in. Freedom comes with responsibility. Mandela begins negotiations to end apartheid peacefully. In 1993, he shares the Nobel Peace Prize with President F.W. de Klerk. And then in 1994, history turns. April 27, 1994, Nelson Mandela votes for the first time in his life. Days later, he becomes South Africa's first black president. Mandela, archival, never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will experience the oppression of one by another. As president, Mandela chooses reconciliation over revenge. He dons the green jersey of the Springboks at the 1995 Rugby World Cup, uniting a fractured nation. After one term, he steps down, showing the world the strength of humility. In retirement, Mandela continues to inspire. He fights HIV/AIDS, founds charities, and urges the youth to carry the torch. On his 80th birthday, he marries Graça Machel. On his 90th, he tells the world, "It is in your hands now." On December 5th, 2013, Nelson Mandela passes away at the age of 95. The world mourns, but also celebrates a man who turns suffering into strength and hatred into hope. Nelson Mandela's long walk to freedom was not his alone. It was the walk of a nation. It was the walk of humanity. His legacy reminds us that forgiveness is stronger than fear, and that justice is worth every sacrifice.